Be ready to face the facts with your host, Nick Face.
A little bit different format here. We're not actually in the studio. We're actually in a classroom today, and we're actually in classroom here at Winchester Recreation. And I am here with some of my students in my class called the Sports Zone 101. This is a sports class where kids are able to learn all different sorts of knowledge about the Red Sox, the Patriots, the Bruins, the Celtics. They're able to get some sports cards, and they're also able to get to be on television. Best yet, they also get a chance to meet some of their favorite athletes, and that's why we're here today. We're here to talk about some of their favorite athletes and also to talk with you at home so you can understand what sports are and how much these guys know about it. So, before we begin, I'm going to move around the room. We're going to introduce everybody to you, our viewers at home. Tell everybody what your name is.
Sam.
You're Sam. How about you?
Hi, my name's Roman.
Roman.
Hi, my name is John.
You're John.
Hi, my name is Daniel.
You're Daniel. Go back here.
Nick.
You're Nick.
Thomas.
You're Thomas.
Hudson.
You're Hudson.
I'm another Nick.
You're another Nick. Good name, by the way. What's your name? You're Albert. How about you?
Philip.
You're Philip.
I'm Brooke.
You're Brooke.
I'm Elizabeth.
You're Elizabeth.
I'm Richard.
You're Richard. And last but not least,
Joaquin.
All right, well, before we begin our class that we usually do each week, we usually start out with asking some of our students in the class about what happened in sports this week. Well, we had the Patriots have a great game this past weekend. The Celtics are doing their preseason games. Unfortunately, the Red Sox are not in the postseason, but there are still other 4 teams vying for that World Series title. And the Bruins have started. Very exciting time right now. So, to start out, I'm going to ask you guys right now, what happened in the Patriots game this past weekend? Dan, what happened in that game? First of all, who won?
The Patriots.
The Patriots did win. You know what the score was?
23-20.
Yes, it was. And can you tell our friends at home, who was the player that got traded a while back to the Seahawks and now is back with the Patriots? Who was that player? Do we know his name? It's not Randy Moss anymore because he was traded, right?
Yeah.
We talked about him a little bit last week. He just came back home. His name is Deion somebody.
Deion Branch.
Deion Branch. That's exactly right. And can somebody tell me what did Deion Branch do in this game? Steven, what did he do?
Yeah.
Oh, Nick. Excuse me, Nick. What did he do?
He ran a touchdown.
He did have a touchdown. You were going to say that same thing, right? Exactly. Well, he did have a touchdown. And there was another guy, has a funny name, doesn't he? He has a real funny name. Do we remember what his name was?
His last name is Woodhead.
Yes, it is. It is Woodhead. Anybody know his first name? What's his name? Danny. Danny Woodhead. Here's a good question for you. Sometimes I offer some of the kids some prizes if they know certain answers to some of these questions. Does anybody know the team that Danny Woodhead came from? He got released from this team to start the season, but now he got picked up by the Patriots. Does anybody know? If you know, you can raise your hand and give it a try. No, not them. Not the Vikings. Who is it?
I don't know, but the Dolphins?
Not the Dolphins. Very close, though. They're in the same division.
The Bills?
Not the Bills.
Oh!
Who are they?
The Jets.
The Jets.
Yeah!
That's exactly right.
Not the Bills.
And Nick, can you tell everybody what do you get for certain questions if you answer? What happens?
Sometimes if you get the questions right, you get a pack of cards.
Yes, you do. And guess what? Very appropriate enough. We have a football pack to start off for Nick. Very cool. Oh, don't you worry. Everyone's going to get cards today. Don't you worry. We also have baseball going on, don't we? Baseball's also going on. Does anybody know? Well, there's 4 teams going on right now. There's 4 teams vying for the World Series, trying to win that trophy. What is one of those teams? Do you know what one of those teams are, Elizabeth? No, you don't know which ones? How about you? The Yankees, unfortunately, are one of those teams, aren't they? Albert, what's another one?
The Rays? No.
Not the Rays. The Rays are in the playoffs, but they're not in anymore.
The Rays defeated, the Rangers defeated the Rays.
The Rangers are in. That's another team. So we have the Yankees and Rangers. Nick?
The Phillies.
The Phillies are another one. Hudson? Not the Dolphins, nope.
San Francisco.
San Francisco, and what are they?
Giants.
The San Francisco Giants, exactly right. Here's a good question for you guys to know. Kind of a tricky question. But the Giants and the Phillies are playing in their series, and they're in the National League, and the Yankees and Rangers are in the American League, and they're playing their series. How many games does it take to get to that next level? How many games? It's the
7.
It's a best of 7, so they have to win how many games? How many do they have to win?
4.
4 games, that's exactly right. Now, how many games has the Giants and the Phillies played right now? How many?
6. Just kissing. 4.
4. They played, actually last night, what happened in that game?
Well, the Giants defeated the Phillies.
They did. And what did it take? The Phillies were ahead in that game, weren't they? They were ahead. And the Giants ended up coming back on a sacrifice fly by which player?
Oh, I don't know. Hint.
Juan somebody.
Oh, Ron Beebe?
Oh, yes it was.
Oh, again.
Very nice. Very, very nice. Juan Uribe, sacrifice fly. Anybody know who got the win last night? Who got the win? Well, I know the Giants did. What pitcher got the win?
Oh.
Who started for them?
Oh, that came.
Yeah, I know Matt Cain pitched. I actually don't know exactly. I think it was Lopez, Javier Lopez. Could have been him. He used to play for the Red Sox. A submariner. He's a lefty. Probably him. But they have a really good bullpen, don't they? And good pitching staff. So it's very, very nice to see. Now, Nick and McKean have 2 of our prizes already today. We have football packs.
Well, you got it for no reason.
Well, he got it because he knew the Jets. That's where Danny Woodhead came from. Okay, do we want a question for you there? All right, here's your question. Well, the Celtics are about to start, aren't they? Do you know what team? Who are they opening up against?
Oh.
Thank you. Who do they begin the season against on Tuesday night? Guess what? I happen to be going to the game. Who are they? Not the Magic. Danny.
It was the Nets.
Not the Nets. Who are they? Now, there was something big that happened with this team during the summer. LeBron James was traded to them. Not traded, excuse me. He signed with them. Chris Bosh is now with them. And, of course, they have Dwayne Wade. Who are they?
The Miami Heat.
Yes, they are the Miami Heat. Anybody scared of the Miami Heat right now?
Yeah. I'm a fan.
You're a fan?
I am now a fan of them. I am now a fan.
Why are you a fan of them now?
Because they're totally going to cream.
They're going to cream everybody. I don't know. I like the Celtics.
I am not
Who's
scared.
that new guy the Celtics have right now? Who is it, Brooke?
Oh, Shaq.
Shaq. Shaquille O'Neal. That's right. Now I'm going to come back over to this table because I'm looking for, sometimes we like to play games, don't we?
Yeah.
We like to play games and win some certain prizes. Now, one of the games that we've played before is, can you tell me, I don't know, how many players are on a team or their numbers or something like that. Now, for this table over here, they're going to serve as one group. These guys are going to serve as another group, and you guys will be our third group. So we have group 1 here, group 2 here, and group 3 here. What's up there? Don't worry, you're going to get plenty of sounds. Everybody wants to get something here today, and they all do come home with something. They get pages, number 1. They get sports cards. They get protector holders that I have up here. You guys got these before?
I have
I
one.
I have some of those today. And, of course, we have our baseball packs up here that we usually use. So, group 1, group 2, and group 3. So, group 1. We're going to play this as a point game like we did last week. Yeah. I'm looking for 5 players that play on the Boston Celtics as a team. McKean is going to be your spokesman, and he's going to tell me. Each of these teams are going to be able to try and steal this from them, so they can all group together and see if they can get the question. Do you think you have 5 players? Okay, everybody, quiet down. Quiet down, everybody. Okay. Group 1 thinks that they have 5 of the players on the Boston Celtics, and you guys do too. Okay. Let's see if they have 5 players on the Celtics. Hold on now. We're going to go with group 1. So group 1. We're going to do it like this. We'll do a nice system here. So
Wait, I have my own group though.
group 1. Nope, you're in this group.
In
You're in
this
group 3.
Why can't I have my own group?
Group 2 and group 3. So group 1. We have 5 players. Bakeen, do we know one?
Paul Pierce.
Paul Pierce, that's one. He's the what on that Celtics?
The guard.
He wears a C on his jersey. He's the captain. That's exactly right. Do you have another player?
Yep. Nate Robinson.
Nate Robinson. Very good. Who's your other one?
Garnett.
Kevin Garnett. How about you, Brooke? Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh,
Elizabeth.
that's mine.
Do we know who the other player is? Another player in the Celtics? Or does Bakeen know?
Oh, Perkins.
Kendrick Perkins. That's 5. That's 1 point for group 1. Very nicely done.
I don't want to be
You, who else is another one? Go ahead.
Rondo.
Rajon Rondo is another one. Go ahead.
Paul Pierce.
They already said Paul Pierce, but you know another one?
Oh.
Who's another one?
Garnett.
Kevin. They said Kevin Garnett. Who's another one? Ray somebody.
Ray Allen.
Ray Allen. How about Glenn somebody?
Glenn Davis.
Glenn B.
Doc Rivers count.
Doc Rivers can count. Yeah, he's a coach. That's very good. How about another one? Jermaine somebody. He's new as well.
Jermaine O'Neal.
Jermaine
Oh, I
O'Neal.
knew
You know
that.
that? Very good. Let's think. True or false? Is Brian Scalabrine still on the Celtics?
No.
No, he's not. Do we know what